Thank you. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Hey. Hi. Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. We are so excited to share Art Party with you today on a Saturday. Please feel free to have your cameras on and unmute at this time as we wait to get started. We're really excited to have you here, and we're going to get started very momentarily. We have 6 wonderful artists we're going to hear from today, and I get to be your host. I'm NPR, Meghan Patrice Riley Jewelry, and I have a special guest. My sister here is our co-host. So if anybody wants to shout out and say hello, we'll be getting started in 1 minute. Woohoo! Yes. Exciting. Yes, and everyone, we love hearing where you're from. I'm actually, if you can notice, I'm in a different location. I'm coming in from California and my childhood home. And in the chat, we're very active there. If you go to the bottom of your screen, we encourage you to have that up if that works for you, and pop in where you're hailing from. We have people from all over the world typically, and it's such a pleasure to be able to share this virtual experience with you, no matter where you are geographically. Awesome. Oh, we have Denver. Hi, Nikki. We have New York, Massachusetts. Welcome, welcome. Yes. Oh, look at Connecticut. Yes,
Hi, Abby.
awesome. Yay. Minnesota. Ooh, Minnesota. We have every type of weather. Rhode Island. Welcome to Nicole. Miami. Ooh. Yeah. Kind of similar weather. Awesome. I think we're going to get started right about now. I just want to give a little technical note before we do get started. If for any reason we get disconnected from this Zoom, we will be posting a new Zoom link to artpartycentral.org, and we'll be emailing you. That's www.artpartycentral.org, and that's just for emergencies if anything were to happen to the Zoom. And on that note, let's all cheers. We love cheersing with you and celebrating a little bit of art today on a Saturday. Hi, Massachusetts. Cheers. Woo! And now we will be muting everybody. It is just Zoom protocol, but stay tuned for the after party because we'll have some time to be a little bit more informal, and we'd love for everybody to unmute and ask their questions. So stay tuned. And now I am unmuted and I'm going to get started. I'm going to tell you a little bit about how this party is going to shake out, and then we'll get started. So welcome again. My name is NPR, Meghan Patrice Riley Jewelry. I'm one of the co-founders of Art Party Central, and it is my absolute pleasure to be a host today for 6 wonderful makers. We're going to hear from Karla from Karla Gudeon Art and Design, Nikki from Nikki Nation Jewelry, Luba from LFABRIKA, Suzanne from Suzanne Schwartz Jewelry, Nicole Deponte from Lillian Asterfield, and Francesca from Francesca Vitali Paper Jewelry. We also have an admin, so if there's anything that goes wrong during the party, you can DM or message the admin. It's my sister, because this is a total family affair today. So if you have any questions, she's here to help. Awesome. We're here to help, and we're here to have a good time. So on that note, I'm going to tell you a little bit. We're going to have each artist give a short presentation, and if time allows, we'll have 1 or 2 questions per artist. We do love getting questions in the chat. So if you see something that strikes your fancy or you want to see something closer, do pop it in the chat. If we don't get to it during the presentation, we will get to it at the after party. We want to make sure you get to see and questions and ask things of the artists that you don't typically get to ask. At the end of the party, we're going to raffle one $50 gift certificate for each of the artist websites. So that's 6 chances to win just for being here with us, because we are so grateful to share this with you. We will also be giving you a special discount code at the end of the party, which will be good for all of the 6 artist websites, as well as my website, meghanpatriceriley.com. At the end of the party, we're going to open it up for that after party and a little bit of informal chatting. We'll have some more time, maybe to show off some of the things you have received through Art Party Central. We love a little show and tell. So stay tuned. So without further ado, let's get to the fun stuff. Our first artist today is going to be Karla Gudeon from Karla Gudeon Art and Design.
Hey there. Thank you so much, Megan. As always, I couldn't be happier to be here presenting with Art Party Central. It's one of my favorite ways to spend my time these days. My company is Karla Gudeon Art and Design, and the focus is on beautiful original art for the home and also some goods and gifts. And the way the work behind me and all the work is done is they're hand-colored engravings. I start by carving my drawing in a metal plate. Here's an example of one of the carvings, and this is backwards from how it prints. And when it comes off my printing press, I get the ink line. In this case, I don't usually carry them as black and white, but in this case, I love the black and white print of my tree. And one of my favorite elements is this embossment here where the metal pushes into the paper. After that stage, I first go in with watercolors and paint each one by hand. So the finished piece painted for that tree of life is right here. And I use all wood moldings, everything museum quality and archival. And I try and make it easy peasy for you so that when you get it, it's just ready for you to hang right on your wall. Another thing that I'm focusing on as I duck down to put this down without dropping it, because I will drop something. I can do that fine work, but you can't kind of take me anywhere without bumping or breaking. Anyway, Mother's Day is coming up, and it's for me, I'm so fortunate to have my mom in my life. She's amazing, and we're very close, but I also use Mother's Day as a time to celebrate all the amazing women in my life. I'm so grateful for my sisters, my best friends, I just have a wealth of women, wonderful women. So one of my favorite things that I've put together are my gift boxes. So they're called the As You Wish gift boxes. This is the Strong Women box. And when you open the box, you get more dandelions. And in this case, it comes with an original watercolor of Here's to Strong Women, a Strong Women notebook set. There are 2-line notebooks in there, as well as a Strong Women marble coaster set. Another set that I think is super appropriate for Mother's Day, and again, I'm going to look down for a second, forgive me, so I don't drop while I pick up, is I know if any of the moms are like this mama here, like this is the year we need some Zen. Like we just need some inner peace. So this gift box comes with a Namaste elephant, an inner peace coaster set, as well as a notebook set. So those are my gift boxes, and there's plenty more on my website. And then to come back to the original art that I love for Mother's Day is we've got in the little ones collection behind me. I think Mother's Day, as I said, is a time to celebrate the groups of women in your life. So we're going to share Girls' Night Out, which is one of my original watercolors. It takes a village people. I'm pretty much as proud of that pun as I am of the work. So it takes a village people. We've got Where My Girl's At. And then if you just want your mom or your sister to feel like they spent Mother's Day with somebody special, they can spend it with Michelle Obama or Dolly Parton. And we also have Frida Kahlo and RBG in the portrait collection that I do. One other aspect is for the individual in your mom, I try and cover all sorts of personalities in the women I know in my life that would fit certain thing. So there are certain women I'm thinking of in particular, who's my queen bee. So we have to have that. And then for new moms, I really like my mama bird, baby bird. And what I love about this one is there's another one that can be added to the collection later on in June that says baby daddy. So they can make nice pairs. And like most women in my life, they are forces of nature. And then in this fun, and depending on the interest of your mom, we've got Nature Girl, somebody likes the great outdoors. And this is like somebody who is a cat person. And this one is actually modeled after an outfit that the fashion icon Iris Apfel was wearing. So it's one of her actual outfits on the cat lady. Did you have, oh, and one more for an interest. It's gardening season. So this is one of my favorites for gardening season is my garden party. We got my Rose DJ and we've got the alcohol, and I could be the flower with the lampshade on her head because that's how I roll. Megan, you have any questions for me?
I do. How, if someone was interested for a Mother's Day gift, how do they find that perfect gift that matches their mom's personality? What's some suggestions from you?
I think in the little ones collection, there's something for everyone. You can do one. As you can see, they group really well together. We have a package for 3 of them. Again, more types of personalities. This is a great Shakespeare quote, which is, "And though she be but little, she is fierce."
That's amazing. And another question that came, so if they do find something, do you personalize specific pieces?
Yes, and that's something I love to do. It warms my heart to know who I'm making the work for and to make it personal. I don't like the idea of writing something in ink that takes away from the artwork itself, but I do pencil inscriptions. This is actually one that's ready to get glass and go out the door. And it just says, "For Mom, Heart, Diana, Nomi," but you could personalize, you can order a piece, any of the pieces. There's a field on the website where you can put the personalization that you want to go with the artwork.
Oh, that's super. That is really helpful. And also maybe even a Zoom appointment you would do to help
Love
people?
Zoom appointments. I've been doing them more and more. I'm up to about doing a few a week. Just email me and we set something up. It's as easy as that. And it's my favorite.
One more,
I give studio tours too.
Ooh, okay, because your studio is fantastic. One other question that came in is, do you have things that are maybe not for the wall that would also be great for moms? Like,
yeah, there is, what I was talking about before, what comes in the gift bundles. Here, let me show you one of the coaster sets. So they come in the beautiful, the nice gift box, and then let's pull them out. Here we go. So this is what they look like. They've got a really nice depth. The corks, they won't scratch your surface. And there's my RBG. Now, before I did this series, I had no idea portraits were in my wheelhouse. So I'm really super proud of them because I've made them my own and made them my own style. There's my Michelle, and here now we got some Frida. We got a unibrow going there. Everyone needs a little unibrow on their table. And then Dolly, my queen of the world. And when I first did this set, people would say to me, "Dolly, really? Dolly Parton?" I'd be like, "Hell yes." And now this year with everything she's done, I think people are jumping, of course, everyone was always on the Dolly bandwagon, but I think the doubters are now on board too.
I think so too. And it's really cool to see how you've personalized even the hearts around them. You've made each one really special.
Thank you for noticing that, Megan. That's super important to me that each one kind of reflected the person, again, going for the personality of the person. Oh, one other thing, for anything that's figurative in my work, like the force of nature I was showing, I customize hair, eye, and skin tone because when I'm painting it, I have that flexibility. So it's really important to me to be able to do.
Awesome. So in addition to this, to the little inscription,
right? So you could say I need a darker skinned woman with darker hair, and if her eyes are showing, you can actually even declare the eye color.
Awesome, Karla. That is so wonderful. I know we're missing a couple more questions, so we will have to stay tuned for the after party. Thank you again for sharing such wonderful.
Thanks so much, Megan. Love you.
Mother's Day and just Women's Day in a way. It's like another chance.
You know what? It's just, I am the most fortunate person in the world with the women in my life. That is my gratitude thing. That, and everyone knows the Zoom touch of my appearance filter, the two things I'm the most grateful for. So
thank you, Karla. Thank you so much.
There we go.
Back to you.
Thank you.
We're going to go on to our second artist. We're going to hear from Nikki Nation. Nikki, welcome.
Hello. Hi. Thank you all for joining us today. My name is Nikki Nation and my business is Nikki Nation Jewelry. I make sterling silver, mixed metal, and gold pieces. And I'm kind of known for having lots of little dots in my work. And so to show you kind of a little bit of my process, what I do before I make each piece is I kind of design the piece and then I do a ton of drilling. kind of figuring out a pattern or a design. And then I thread all of my wire through. I don't know if you can see that. I ball up wire with my torch and I thread it through all of my drilled holes. And then I ball it up on the other side. And I kind of use this hot torch technique to create all of my patterns and all of my work. So as you can see here, these are all of kind of my dot details that I do. So I wanted to show you some of my favorite pieces. I will start with my bangles. These all come in sterling silver, oxidized or polished, and they come in different textures, different patterns, different sizes. I kind of like to play around with these, and you can kind of stack them and mix and match them. So these are some of my, I would say, my most favorite pieces, as you can see here. So you can kind of like mix and match as you like. And lately I've been doing a lot of kind of mixed metal pieces. So just to show you some of my new collection are these pieces. So these are all mix of 14 or 18 karat gold and oxidized silver. Some have diamonds, some do not. These are fun for kind of wearing by themselves. You can layer them, and they kind of go with everything. And then I want to show you some of my favorite earrings I have. These are more of my oxidized silver earrings. And some are mixed metal with 18 karat gold. So these are kind of fun. They come in different sizes, shapes, and again, I like to use that beaded technique to kind of play around with, I don't know if you guys can see that. Different textures, patterns. I like everything to be a little kinetic, so it's like kind of lightweight, moves around on your ear, but isn't like pulling your ear or kind of in the way. And some of the newer pieces I've been working on are kind of stacking rings. So these are fun, especially for gifting for Mother's Day. They're all sold individually, and you can kind of mix and match them into different ring stacks. And they're all sold individually, so you can kind of pick your different sizes, kind of like that, to show you a few examples. So these are all, they can be ordered in oxidized silver, polished silver, solid gold, mixed metal, and they're kind of all unique because you can kind of create different combinations together. So those are some of, I would say, my newest pieces that I'm working on. And then I really love playing around with hoops, the different sizes. So I have different sizes, again, playing around with patterns. Some are textured with hammer, and some are just kind of left with the dot details. So these are all sterling silver. And again, some are 14 karat vermeil, polished silver, and mixed metals. And then I guess I'll show you guys some of my older pieces that are fun. This is kind of where my pieces started. So these are some of my art collection, which is a good selling collection. I like to kind of play around with the different shapes, patterns, kind of play around with scale. So this is a wave arc. And again, it's like kind of using that same dot fire technique where I am kind of balling up the wire, but instead of using it as like a surface technique or detail, I'm kind of playing around with the wires. And another thing I know, because Mother's Day is coming up, that's popular are studs. So I do have different varieties of these, again, playing around with texture, size, and material. So these are kind of oxidized silver with little diamonds. These are 14 karat gold, and these are 14 karat with diamonds at the bottom. And let's show you some more. This is kind of from my classic silver line, just to show you a few more. Again, playing around with texture. These are all oxidized, so they're really low maintenance, especially if you live in a humid environment. You really don't have to do much to them. And they are very lightweight, easy to wear, and kind of mix and match with gold or polished silver as well. And Megan, do you have any questions for me?
Yes, I do. Actually, a couple questions just came in the chat. One of them is asking to see your moon dust ring. If you
I
have
don't
that,
have that one
okay,
here right now. It's out to the photographer.
okay.
Yes, but I can always send an email when I get it in with a better photo, or like we can do a Zoom or something if it helps.
Oh, perfect. Someone could have a little personal appointment to check it out.
Yeah. I'll have
Awesome.
it back on Monday. Yeah.
And it's another question that came in that I thought was great was seems like you're working with a lot more gold recently. So what prompted that?
I've been wanting to kind of add just like a new, I guess, look to my work and play around with a different metal besides just silver. And so I kept some of my older designs and added in gold. I also started using more, I guess, solid forms. So something like this to kind of really help make it pop versus some of the more open pieces. And I was just wanting to kind of brighten things up and just kind of try something new, really. So
it seems like playing with color a bit too as well, because you get to play with a little bit another color in a way.
Exactly. Material.
Awesome.
It's been nice to kind of brighten up and add some stones. So
Cool.
yeah.
Someone had just asked also to see thicker bangles or thicker cuffs, if you have any handy there as well.
So I have the ombre cuff, which is right here.
Ooh.
And so these can be made in any size. I can also do custom widths too. And this is just a fun hammered cup. It's, and then I just kind of oxidize it. I guess that makes it worse. I oxidize it so it kind of is lighter on one side and darker on the other. And it's real easy to wear, and you can stack it with bangles or other cuffs or other types of bracelets that you have.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that's again, ombre, you're playing with color. It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
One other question that did come in is, it is Mother's Day. Do you have anything special coming up for moms?
I'm going to be doing a 15% off promo on my website next week, Monday through Friday. And I'm also happy to switch out like any pieces that have diamonds. I can do gemstones instead. So if you wanted something custom that way, I'm happy to do that. As long as orders are placed by April 29th.
Okay, good. So everyone has a timeline in their frame, so they could do maybe birthstones of their children or
exactly. Yeah.
Ooh, Nikki, so fun. So the best way for doing some of those customs would be to contact you for Zoom?
Yeah, contact me for Zoom. I'm happy to chat on the phone, do a Zoom, or we can email, whatever is convenient. Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Nikki, I know we're gonna definitely try on some more things. Some of those hoops are calling to people. So we will check back. Thanks so much, Nikki.
Great, thank you.
Yeah, we're gonna hear from our third artist. We're gonna hear from Luba from LFABRIKA. Luba, hi.
Hi. Nice to see everybody, and welcome to come, and welcome to my studio. And I'm founder and creator of LFABRIKA, and I like to knit, but I have a lot of questions about what my technique. I'm using knitting loom, knitting machine for my knitting. And knitting machine, it's amazing tool because it's different. If I have different ideas, knitting machine can make for me this, and I can combine colors. I can use software for special knitting machine, which I have, and I can create patterns. And right now I'm working with linen, which I like so much. And I start to creating lace. Lace I like very, very much. My grandmother gave me this love, and which I'm so grateful because she was knitter of original Russian shawls. Maybe you know, maybe familiar with that. It's Russian lace shawls with many, many holes, but very, very warm. But my version, I use linen for light and breezy look. And I will show you two more colors, which I just put in my website just today morning for you. And this silver color, it's very light, very summery and spring scarf, which you can wear, just cover your shoulders, or you can just wrap around your neck. Oops. Okay, another one is blue royal color. And in my Instagram, you really can see technique how I made it. And this blue color, it's like sky. And right now we'll show you a few colors, which is my favorites, and favorites like few colors of my customers. This orange color, some kind of very mustard little bit, deep yellow one, and this coral color. And also I have pink in my website. New colors also, it's teal color. And this one, it's very dusty blue one. And I have few colors here, and you can find this in website. Okay, and next scarf what I want to show you, it's rayon scarf. Probably many of you, they know I'm doing a lot of rayon scarves, color combination scarves. And for example, I will show you classic combination, which really popular. It's just white, silver, black. And all these colors will come to you with instruction how to tie, and you will have looks like that. And I will show you few colors, what is popular, very popular. This actually color very good with jeans. It's blue tones. It's jewel tones. And 3 colors. This color is absolutely favorite. It's just 7 colors combination. It's different colors. And this way, actually, when I do 7 colors, I try to save materials. I try to save colors. Sometimes it's not enough for big project, and I make 7 colors combination because it saves all yarn what I have, which I like. I never waste any yarn from my studio. And speaking of that, I come up with another idea, and I will show you what I mean. For example, if you have big rayon scarf, 3 colors combination, and maybe it's too heavy for you. And I thought, what I can do even lighter. You know, my favorite is light scarves. And I come up with this idea. I have tiny, skinny scarves for you. And this way, you can wear, and you can use the same technique, but voila, you have color, you have looks beautiful. If you want still combination of colors, why not? Just add another one. And you will have 2 colors. Or that scarf has silver one. You can use 3. But if you have 3, for example, one day you can wear 2 of them, and one day you can wear just 1 or 3 or mix with another one, which is give you good chance to mix colors all the time, wherever you want to wear it, morning or middle of the day. And maybe you change your, I don't know, go to office or have Zoom meeting, or after that you go to dinner and you want to have red color. And I have combination also just jewel tone. And what also best, you can play with that a lot. You can twist, switch, whatever you want. And also what I like, I will show you what I like. You can wear like men's scarf. I mean like tie.
I was gonna say, I'm just gonna break in. I love the tie idea, and these new mini scarves seem like endless modular fun.
Yeah, you can have tie like that. You can do more like that, and it's really fun. And this way, actually, for my studio, make me so I'm so satisfied when I start to do the scarves. Why? Because I really, now all my yarn, completely all yarn, it's just, I start to use all of them.
I love people are mesmerized by the ability you have to tie the scarves, which it seems really cool that you give people instructions. One question that came in the chat, could you show us this beautiful green scarf right here next to you?
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, this spring color, the same color, same lace scarf. Linen, 100% of linen. And what also beautiful about linen, easy to take care of. Just wash, hand wash, dry, and use iron. You will have the same looks. You know, it's always. Sometimes maybe I don't know. I never heard from customers, but maybe like, oh, lace, it's maybe shrink or something. No, will not shrink at all. You just use iron. It will be. You will have this scarf for many years. It's linen.
That's amazing. We have a lot more questions in the chat, especially about your amazing new thin scarves, but we're going to have to come back and try on some more colors. Thank you so much, Luba. So fun to see new things.
Thank you very much. Pleasure.
Awesome. We're going to go on to our next artist. We're going to hear from Suzanne Schwartz Jewelry. Suzanne.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for being here on such a beautiful Saturday. At least it is up here on the in the New York area. So my jewelry is most of the work, and what I'm kind of known for is all the stitching that I do in my work. So I will drill little holes and I'll sew through with fine silver or 22 karat gold wire. And this work really came from, the inspiration is really from my grandmother. And you can see here in, do I need to tilt the camera down a little bit more? No?
You look great to me.
Okay, thank you. So here again, you'll see the stitching, and if you can see, there's all this little gold stitching here, and that's the front. And this piece is all argentium silver, a whiter, highly tarnish resistant silver, stitched with all 22 karat gold and a moonstone. And my grandmother was even to say she was an avid knitter and sewer is putting it lightly. She always had knitting needles in hand, and she used to come over every weekend, and she would knit and sew, and she would teach me. And really, her work is what had me really fall in love with textiles. And so when I started to do jewelry work, well, in all of my artwork, I always put knitting or stitching in. I actually used to knit with fine silver, except then it was took a little too long. So what I fell in love with also was the look of the broken stitch. I'm not sure how the reflection is coming here, but this piece, and I haven't had this, I just put together. I haven't had it for a while. This is all stitched with 22 karat gold, and it's all made up with little squares. I love playing with lines. So here I'm looking at the line of the stitch. I'm looking at the lines of how these squares are interacting together. And then I'm throwing in these little gold squares to even counterbalance that. And my grandmother really, this is really all her. I just did a newsletter in which it was for Mother's Day, an ode to her. And this one is, like I said, one of my favorite necklaces with the gold. And also this comes in bright silver and gold. And it's adjustable at 18 and 16 inches. And I really try to make all of my jewelry so that it can be worn at different lengths. Almost all of it is adjustable in the length. And I care just as much about the front as I do the back. You know, also here with regard to textiles, my pearls are really all about flow and the drape. So that's where here, the 7 chains, what I'm really working on here is to create this flow of how these are going to drape on the body, and then also how they're going to hang or cascade. So this again is an adjustable necklace, and this is 7 Tahitian pearls. I'm holding it the wrong way. I usually make my necklaces for a righty. I just finished a piece and I had completed it, and then I was like, oh no, I put the clasp so for a lefty, and then I had to take it apart and redo it. So this is the Tahitian pearls, and I do this also. So that's 7 Tahitian pearls. I also do this with 5 white pearls. And the middle is a 22 karat gold. And then I made a special one here, and there's only one of these, and it is on the website, which is all black. I was just kind of getting a little playful. And then with lavender pearls. So you can see this has the beautiful Chinese freshwater Baroque lavender pearls. And then of course, you can always get earrings to match if you want to match. Back to some of the stitching. So this is a new design that I've been playing with, and here I'm stitching with the chain. The earrings that I'm wearing right now have rope, sterling silver oxidized rope chain that's stitched through. And here, this is what I've been playing with this necklace. And again, this necklace can be worn 2 different ways. It can be worn long. I'm just going to hold it up because I don't think my camera goes that way. Or I love it. Whoops. I love it short and on an angle so that it just hangs. I hope and of course I won't be able to do this quickly on camera. So it just kind of hangs on the side. And this is a new piece I've been working on in a new line as well. In terms of earrings, and especially, for Mother's Day, just a nice simple earring. Well, of course, is the hoop. I'm always looking for like the ultimate hoop. And I mean, like Nikki had quite a few of them. And then Karla was wearing some great paper ones of that you're going to see coming up soon with Francesca. So this is just a nice, this is kind of this classic shape. That's not my bird. And here you can see what I've done is there's just this stitched pattern here with fine silver. And I'll do this, so this is in a hanging earring, but then also I will do it as a, oh, I've got to take it out, as a small little post. And the post you can wear hanging straight down, or you can angle it. And that's just, a nice kind of smaller earring. And the
I love.
last
I just want to make sure we have time for one question.
Okay.
Someone had asked, how long does it take to stitch a piece of jewelry as you're showing us these beautiful stitches?
So it kind of depends on the piece. So this piece, when I first started, just this front piece used to take 3 hours, and I've gotten a lot better at stitching. And then all of this work, there are 24 feet of wire in here. This piece probably now, where it used to take about 12 hours to stitch, I did one in about 4.5 or 5 hours. And I was pretty impressed with myself. A piece like this, where it looks like everything is kind of haphazardly stitched, and this one's all stitched with 22 karat gold. These actually take me about 40 minutes for each segment to stitch, just because I want to make sure I like the pattern, and it's a little harder to plan out. So that's my answer.
That's awesome. So each one is really unique then as you're doing them.
Yeah. Mhm.
Awesome. Okay, we definitely have no more time, although we have many more questions, so we will have to come back. Thank you so much, Suzanne.
You're welcome.
Awesome. And it is my bird. I apologize. We're gonna go on to the next artist. We're gonna be hearing from Nicole Deponte of Lillian Asterfield. Nicole, make sure you unmute yourself, sweetie.
Sorry. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Thanks so much for joining us all today. So for those who do not know what I do, I'll give you a little quick synopsis. I create ascots and scarves from upcycling vintage and new neckties, mainly vintage. That's where my heart and soul is. So I was trying to think of what I wanted to share with you guys today. And of course, Mother's Day. And I'm going to harken back to my grandmother, basically because she kind of made this all possible for me. She's not around anymore or with us anymore, but she was my biggest fan. She used to collect neckties in her little scooter, in her she used to live in sort of an assisted living home for a little while towards the end of her life. And she would go on her scooter and go to her Scrabble meetings and hang out with her little boyfriends and collect ties for me when I started about 15 years ago. So that's my little story for my grandma. She also used to make pillows out of scraps of my grandpa's neckties. And so she's sort of the first necktie maven, and really inspired my love of prints and color, and being a little bit of a mad scientist when I make what I do. So all of my pieces are hand draped, hand stitched, and hand lined. Back to like old school tailoring. I am going to show you some of this is named after my grandmother, the Catherine. And so this is basically the shape that all of my pieces are based off of. And as you can see, it's a lot of ruffle. It's engineered to fall and drape. And right here, if I can point to where the snap is in the front, snaps in the front. So it's really easy to get on and off. So I'll just show you with the one that I'm wearing right now. There you go. Done. It's all zhuzhed for you. So what's kind of exciting for me in this art party is I've brought back my brooch. So if we're thinking about Mother's Day, a really great gift for your mom or for any fabulous lady in your life, I've brought back a wonderful rosette brooches. Now, all of the vintage pieces are one of a kind. So all of these guys are fun treasures. As you can see, this one has a really amazing print of horses on it for your equestrian lover. They have a little pin on the back with my label, so they're really easy to get on. They have a little bit of weight, so you're going to definitely want to attach it to either like a coat lapel, a sweater, or a shirt that has a little bit more structure to it. As you can see back here, I've got a couple sprinkled on this jacket and this jacket. And I'm going to say maybe too much, but I don't think so at all. You can mix it with your Lillian Asterfields that you already have. So like the birdie right here has snaps in the front. It's like a big bow. This guy's great with a rosette, and put on 2, 3, 4. And then, you have this on a jacket. This is a nice like little tweed jacket with the little birdie, the mini one that snaps on in the front. I've got some fun new vintage that just landed in the shop online. So definitely have to peruse through and see those. I'm trying to think of what else is new. I've also started doing a bridal collection. I know it's not really Mother's Day, but let's say you have spring weddings coming up. And I know that we're doing limited attendance, but you really do want to like wow when you get there. So I've been doing a lot of custom ordered ivory, off-white. I can do obviously bright colors too. And then circling back to Mother's Day, if you want to gift somebody a gift card, you can do that and put it towards a custom piece. So let's say you have like a couple of neckties that are super special for, let's see, that were maybe your dad's, your grandpa's, your husband's, and you love the prints or you want something to treasure and remember them by, you could get a gift certificate or gift card, and then we can do a Zoom or a phone call or an email and put together something really special for you. So that's another like gift idea that I think is fun, and also for me super special because it allows me to have a little bit more of a connection with my clients and my customers. Let's see, are there any more questions for me?
There definitely are. I think it's really cool to hear about the bridal, especially because even if we're having small attendance, those pictures are really important, and having the right attire and having that memory live on, you get to you're adding to that quite a bit with your new bridal collection. That's so cool. One of the questions that came in, Nicole, is what is the difference between the vintage collection and the limited edition collection?
Excellent question. So I try to offer my vintage always one of a kind, but sometimes the mix matches of prints aren't really, your style. So you want something that's a little bit more tame. I know I don't design tame. So basically, let's say you want something that's a little bit more monochromatic. I know I'm pulling here, but these are all the same tie put together in my shape so that it becomes sort of this really cool architectural structure. And then when you have when you have one of the vintage pieces, I'm trying to find something that's exactly like it, and now I've like lost it, but you can kind of see those are two different ties. So with the vintage, I'm matching vintage silks and ties, and with the limited, it's all newer ties that I can buy in multiples, limited quantities, and create the similar shapes, but has a different look. So it's kind of nice, a little bit more contemporary and edgy.
That's awesome to hear. And a different application of color and pattern really does change the design quite a bit.
Yeah.
That's cool. Another question that came in is, I hear you're also a painter. Can you tell us a little bit about your new project?
Yeah, so it's, as all of the artists here know, we all have many things that inspire us and influence our products. And my fine art has always been a huge influence. And I need to do it while I make my Lillian Asterfield to kind of keep the creative flow going. So I've been taking my fine arts and I have transformed them into a greeting card collection. So my new project is Deponte Design. The greeting cards come in a little box. I didn't do the full packaging because it means stickers and all this other stuff. So get a little bit of a walkthrough. I have my greeting cards. They come with an envelope. There's 6 different designs. They're all sort of my collages. So I'm kind of playing around with doing a little bit of both. So doing the wearable art as well as the write a love note and send it to your loved one note. So let's say for Mother's Day. Yeah.
Wait, I have a question that I think, how related do you feel are your design work with your paintings and with your accessories? There's a relation there.
Yeah, well, it's all whimsical and fun and adventure and fantasy, imagination, but also collage. So I'm mixing all these different prints and these colors together. And that's what I do in my fine art as well. I'm sort of cutting up shapes and colors and kind of putting them together. And in retrospective, everything sort of has this really neat language. So let's say you're wearing your Lillian Asterfield. You're going to go and you're going to sit in that beautiful world that I've created on that paper for you.
Oh, wow. I definitely see a relation, and I feel like it's almost like a sketch that you're doing to get to the accessories, and the accessories inform the collages work as well. So cool.
Yeah.
Nicole, we're going to try some more on when we come back. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thanks, guys.
Yay. Our next and last artist is Francesca Vitali, Paper Jewelry. Francesca, welcome.
Hi, hello. Let me go a little bit back. Before I forgot, I have a little thing that I want to reply to Nicole because this is not too much, and I have a little surprise for later in the later chat. So hi, welcome to Rochester. I'm Francesca. I always at every party I tell you something, a fun fact about me, and the fun fact about me today is that the noises that you may hear behind me are my kids. And I've told them many times to not come here. There's a bathroom right here. So just in case, just a disclaimer, okay? So also another thing that I do every art party, in case you haven't seen me before, is that I try to design something new for art party so that you always have something fun and colorful to shop. And for this art party specifically, I was thinking, what should I do new? And since there is also, if you are a craft lover, you probably have received one of the American Craft Council email newsletter telling you that there is a virtual show. And so art party, one of the fun part of the art parties is the 10% discount, right? And so I was thinking, how can I translate this and that? So I combined the two and I made an experiment. I made a secret page on my website that you will be only able to access with the coupon code. So that's the secret code to get in and shop my collection, because some of the pieces that are for the Baltimore show, the virtual show, won't be on my website for quite some time because I'm already working for my next show. So I don't have time to make too many things. So some pieces are already there in my website and those are fine. But there are some that won't be on my website except for this week for you only. And let me explain what this collection all about. So the collection is about fun color. I was inspired by summer big dresses, colorful, and that's what I decided to design. And the 5 colors. And I want to say that some of the colors that you see on my website, these colors are amazing in person. They don't photograph really well. So just keep in mind that they can be a little off from the photos, but these are the 4 colors. And the fun thing that this collection has is that it has your final touch. So you basically they are all made for you. You decide what color combination you want. And let me show you just a couple of things. So for example, for these ones, those are some of my bestsellers. Oops. And Karla is wearing them, and fun things about these are that you can wear them like this, or you can wear them in this way. Okay, so, and you can decide, they come in all the 5 different colors, so you can decide what color goes on this side and what color goes in this side. And they look different according to how you put them on. Let me show you with this one. So this is a couple, and you can wear them like this or like this. Or if you wear, this is a pro tip, if you put them on one, so the way you go is like this, you go in like this, and the other one, if you put it on from the back in, you will have an asymmetric pair of earrings. So an extra fun, versatile piece that you can decide how to do. Then let me show you. Meghan, stop me because I have so many things that I want to show.
Keep going. You're doing great.
These ones are really fun, and I've shown you this before, but I want to just give you more options on how to wear this. They come in clip-ons and also studs. You can remove one and wear maybe just one and one. Oops, and one I lost it. So you can do this, or you can mix and match the colors. See, in this case, I made something that is opposite colors. And also, see, also there is a smaller version. So for somebody that doesn't want to go too big. And let me show you 2 more pieces that actually are completely new, because this year is the year of the brooches. I made this one, which is a kind of a 3-dimensional brooch and has a little bit of a movement. And this one can also be worn as a necklace. So these are 2 options. And again, on the website, you'll be able to decide what color you want on one side or the other of these 5 colors. I think it's kind of fun. And one last pair of earrings. Also this necklace, the same. You can decide what color on one side of the bead and what color on the other side. And these are really fun because you can move and change the position of each bead. So you can have a necklace that is whole, this is a rocker orange, or the other way around. I'm panicking here because I don't want to miss anything.
You're doing great. We're I love it.
These earrings are inspired by quilt squares. They are tiny because not everybody needs a big pair of earrings. And as Suzanne, I'm not sure I can do it on camera. Yes, I can. So these are also really cool. And they come in these 2 color options. Oh, I also designed some of my bestseller in the new 5 colors. So also this, you'll have it for the time being, and then I don't know when I'll be able to make them, but these are super cool. Actually, Nicole is wearing one of those in a different version. These are the super fast bangles, and they come in the 5 colors as well. These are in my website always, because they are really popular. So these are, and also another piece that is on my website, so this is not in the secret collection, is this, which I call it the Lego set, because it comes in with 3, so it's a make it yourself necklace and piece. So it comes with a neck wire, a brooch, and 2 earrings wire, and then these 5 pieces. And actually Jenny here just ordered some more colors, so you can also customize the colors and add some more if you like.
Ooh, and that is a question that did come in. If someone does want a custom order, if they don't see something on their website, what's the best way to contact you, or tell me what's up?
It's the best way to go, and then we can go back and forth with I have a collection of paper that is so big that sometimes, you know, it's not exactly the color you're looking for. We can go back and I can send you photos, FaceTime. That's one of the nice thing, I guess, COVID has taught me, is that I can jump on a phone call, which before I wouldn't ever be able, like, oh my gosh, I have to call somebody. No, now call me, we'll just chat on the phone, on FaceTime, and we can decide and look at pieces and paper and so on and so forth. Do I want to show you something else? Yes.
Yes, show us one brooch, and then we will have to come back to the after party. But
I just want to show you.
These are fantastic.
Yeah, this one is the pink version of the yellow. I don't know if I've ever shown this one here. I'll talk about this later.
I gotta say, the pink one is awesome. We only saw the yellow.
Yeah, it's based on it's based on Amanda's. So in case you don't know, these are based on Amanda's Gorman poem, and this is based on her Times cover. She was wearing a pink dress. So.
Oh, the way you used color to this is wonderful. Thank you so much, Francesca. We definitely have more questions for everybody, and we want to try more things on. So everybody, we're at the end of our formal presentation, but we are going to be going on to the after party after we do our really fun raffle. So thank you again for everybody for being here. And I just want to say, you are the reason we make our work in the first place, and we appreciate sharing that with you, as well as kind of some of the behind the scenes process, these new experiments. You get to see all these sneak peeks. So welcome and thank you. We love also sharing everything on social media. We have an active Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest account, as well as all of the artists here. So we encourage you to follow all of them. Your likes, comments, and shares really light us up and keep us going. So thank you. Okay. We're getting ready to call the $50 gift certificate winners. At this time, you can unmute yourselves and cheers with us, because this is celebratory, and this is like Oprah, like you get a car, you get a car, you get a car. So welcome. we have our first winner is for Karla Gudeon, art and design. Our first winner is Mikal Cross. Mikal, you're a winner. Yes. And make sure you pop your email in the chat, so we make sure we get you that code. You can also DM admin if you don't want to share your email with everybody, but please do pop it in there, because we don't have everyone's emails. Our second winner for Nikki Nation jewelry is Jenny Kelman. Jenny, you're a winner. Woo! Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. Our third winner for LFABRIKA is Denise Freed. Denise, you're a winner. Woo! And our fourth winner for Suzanne Schwartz Jewelry is Tammy Baldwin. Tammy, you're a winner. Woohoo! And our fourth winner, our fifth winner for Lillian Asterfield, Nicole Deponte, is Marina D. Marina, we probably still need your email. And our sixth and last winner is for Francesca Vitali Paper Jewelry. That winner is Heather Parker. Heather, welcome.
Yay.
Awesome, you guys. And you really are winners to all of us. And we really appreciate you. So everyone is getting a discount code at the end of this party. You do not need to take notes. We will email it to you. If you want to get started right now, that discount code is APR17 Art Party. Sarah is going to pop that in the chat for you. And we'll also make sure we get a follow-up email. So you never fear, everyone's website's going to be on there as well. We're going to make it really easy for you. And if you have questions, reach out to the artist. Everyone here has Zoom appointments, is welcome to personalization. So we'll get you the right piece for the right occasion. And now we're going to be going on into our after party, but we do have 2 parties coming up this week. I want to make sure I mention those. We have them just in time for Mother's Day shopping also, or Women's Day shopping. Our artists are going to be Stubborn Styles, Serve Kindness, Griffith Evans Wood Jewelry, It's by Jan, Natural Sir, Posh Felt, Vela Moda, Jira Lodge Jewelry, Ecologic, B Felt, Gina Panorfi, Kay Lamberti Designs, Valerie Hector Designs, and Crystal Kodata. They're going to be you can RSVP for those parties at artpartycentral.org as well. We will make sure to get an email out to you with all the Eventbrite links. So we're really excited for that as well. I'm going to give a huge shout out to my sister, the admin here, for making sure things ran smoothly. She popped those emails in the chat for you. She took care of the links. If you had any questions, she was there. So I want to say thank you again, Sarah. Thank you. We have time now for you guys to unmute yourself. Feel free to keep your camera on. We'd love to take any of those questions we didn't get in the chat. And we'll going into our after party now. Feel free to stay if you'd love to. Otherwise, we do know your time is valuable. And thank you again for being here. Awesome. Anyone, shout out. You can also pop those questions in the chat and I will ask them for you if that is something you want.
Fine. No, sometimes.
Making sure I didn't miss anybody. Sarah, did I miss any special questions? Anybody? Okay. Oh, yes. Okay. Okay.
Can we see Francesca's jewelry close up?
Yes, we can. Francesca, let's spotlight you. And was there a particular piece, Sherry, you would like to see?
That twisty brooch.
Okay. Sarah, could you spotlight Francesca, please?
I have my phone, somehow my phone light up and I could see myself here. Okay, sorry.
Yes. Oh, I have some more questions too. We did miss questions. Great. Keep going.
Okay, so this one is the brooch, and I can put it on. And
awesome.
Yeah. How cool is that? And it kind of moves a little bit, so it's depending on what side you're wearing it, you will show more of one color rather than the other one. If it's on this side, it kind of moves on the other side. And the colors that can be mixed and matched are this one. So this one in particular now is this color and this, which I did a live on Instagram, and that's how we decided. People were deciding what color to do, and this was one very popular there. So that's how I came up.
So it's so cool because you brought in a lot of these new colors you've been using all in one piece in a way.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, yeah.
And someone had asked another question that came in for you, Francesca. What is the metal that you use like for the fabrication of the brooches?
Everything is stainless steel. I don't think I have any more silver anymore. I love stainless steel for many reasons. One, the color is a little bit grayer, and so I love that shade. And it's harder, more flexible. It doesn't change shape. You can throw it on a suitcase in case you want to travel, or if you are able to travel. It's easy. It doesn't. It's just that you don't need any care. That's so it's really strong. That's why I switch all my, and also allergy, especially for the ear wires. Silver can have some nickel that brings allergies. The stainless steel doesn't have that problem. So there are a few advantages. Yeah.
That's awesome. Thank you, Francesca, so much. And it's nice to see. You're very brooch heavy right now. It's really cool.
Can I show you one more?
Yeah, please.
So Nicole was saying if it's too many, right? Look at this combination. This is mine, right? And this is why I bought this one, because I think they look fantastic together. So there's never too many.
You get to make a whole story. Fantastic. Thank you, Francesca, always. And I'm going to go on. We have another question for Luba. Luba, we had a question about where can we find your thin new scarves on the website, and maybe show us a couple more.
Yes.
Can you spotlight Luba, please, Sarah?
Today I little struggle today morning. Do I need to show them or not? Because they're not in website yet. But next 2, 3, 4 days, I will work on it, and I will be ready for Mother's Day. And I will have promotions through my Instagram and social media about it. And just follow me. And no, it's not in website yet. But the cool one, and I really a little behind, but still be there soon.
And you have tons of colors, it seems like.
Yeah,
so people could really,
for example, this orange one, I'm not using anymore for my scarves because it's small, like couple leftovers, and few of them I can make it. And after that, it's they will be like few of them, but not forever. And after that, I'm going to do another orange, but will be a little different. Yes. And this also jewel tone I like together, like jewel tone. And I don't know this good. You can see this nice or not. Yeah.
that looks great. How fun to be able to kind of choose your own adventure and make so many different combinations.
Yeah, actually, when I figure out this, it's not really, I make basically for my customer just one color. And after that, up to them, how they want to mix. And through this process, they figure out, oh, I can create something. It's great. It's for me. And maybe for me, this for my daughter, this might for grandmother, or, oh, not all of us, we like the same color. It's very good opportunity to change things. And like I said, if you have, for example, 3 colors, which is, I like this combination, gold, silver, and black, you can wear one day just each color separately, or black and gold, or silver black, or silver gold together, and why not?
That's so cool. Thank you so much, Luba. We do have a question now for Suzanne that came in. Suzanne,
Yes.
someone had asked about, Tammy had asked if the earrings you have on today are the large size on your website.
The hoop earrings, she means?
Tammy had asked about the,
Right.
I think the earrings you had on.
Yeah. So I'm assuming that you're talking about the hoop earrings, and let me just get something to hold them against. But I was wearing the small, and this is the small, and then this is the large. And I can put them on.
That'd be great. Tammy said, yes, those are the ones. So if you could, a little comparison is always so helpful. Thank you.
And
about what, do you know the inch length on those about?
Meghan, take a guess, because you're really good at this.
I'm really good at this. I'm going to say 2.75 to 3 inches on the large, and the smalls 2.25.
I think that's
Two.
more about 2.25, the small, and I think I have the dimensions on my website. If I don't, Tammy, because I don't have your email, I think wait, was it Tammy who asked?
Was Tammy, yes.
Okay, I can email you or just shoot me an email. And also I can make them kind of in between if, if that's something that you would rather.
Ooh, a custom, yes.
Oh, of course. Yeah, it's got to work for you. It's called my tweaks, like just sometimes small's too small, big's too big, so yes. I can
Awesome.
tweak it.
It's really good to see them like that comparison. Thank you so much, Suzanne. I like the
welcome.
big, but Tammy says thank you so much also.
Oh,
So
you're welcome, Tammy.
awesome. Okay, one more question came in for Karla. Miss Karla, I'm gonna spotlight you, sweetie. Someone had
there?
asked, hello, welcome back.
I'm
Back to the beginning. Someone had asked, do you sculpt on the metal? Because you had shown that plate.
Yes, and I used to and was never sculpting on the metal, but I sometimes hand carve using an industrial. I showed it at one of the previous art parties, a diamond tipped engraving needle, but now I do an ink drawing with a micron pen, and I have my plate photo etched into magnesium, so it's an exact replica of my drawing in reverse.
So it's another layer to your art.
Exactly, is the ink
Yeah.
drawing it starts with. So it's sketching, ink drawing. I usually have to do the ink drawing a second time to get it perfect and ready for the plate engraving, and then that. And I think, if you don't mind, I think I saw an earlier question about simple framing. And I just want to show that all the ones behind me can also be ordered. This is called the signature framing. So it can be ordered with the modern silver and the matte, as opposed to showing the torn decal edge. And then on request, this is not on my website, you could always email me. I show my botanicals in this deep white wood, and that can also be ordered on any piece with a Zoom conference or call.
And Heather, thank you. That's so helpful. Thank you, Karla. It's nice to have so many. Everyone is so accommodating with all
Do I
the
have time to show one more from the archives? Because
one
it's
more for the archives, and then we're going to go on
that one
to.
I've shown at art party before, but there's somebody on here who knew about it, who ordered it, who has it.
Okay.
And I just think it'll be fun if they see their work shown at art party. And this is one. She's a naked lady holding pears. And my stepfather, who's a rabbi, actually came up with her title, which is "What a Pair." So,
Wow.
So I wanted to share this one for Mother's Day.
Beautiful. Oh, and the gold frame on that is lovely.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good one. That's an Italian wood molding.
Awesome. Karla, thank you. Oh,
Thank
so
you.
fun. Okay, we have one more question for Nicole. We have Lady Asterfield here. Let me get her. I'm just gonna spotlight you, honey. Someone had asked about, and if you are going to be wearing a brooch with a piece, can you give us some examples of how you kind of put that together? You have some shown, but I'd love to see it on you.
You'd like to see it on me? Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. So,
oh, your earrings too, by the way. So cute.
So I'm just going to throw on a jacket real quick, because I'm going to put it on a jacket. It just, I think, show a little bit better. So like crazy me, because I love color and print, I'm going to mix some prints together. So I'm going to throw this really beautiful Catherine on that has these really great leaves and some Liberty of London print on the bottom, vintage. We'll go with my blue earrings a little bit. And let's say I'm kind of feeling like I want to put dinnerware. No. Let's see. What else do I want to put on here? Maybe I'll do a stripe. I kind of really digging this little combo right here. So I'm going to sort of recreate that. So I'm going to try and do this.
I like
on camera.
I know you're doing great. I know it's pressure, but the stripes
it's like
with the
trying to put
stripe.
an earring in. I might not be able to pin it all the way just because I'm feeling camera stress. I'm gonna steal this other red one because I don't know, this combo is just so good. I probably should have just stolen the whole outfit. And let's say,
But this is cool to see because with a different necktie, you have a different look and you're picking up different colors from the brooch into the piece.
you know, and I'm getting a little wild here probably, but you know, you can kind of see. And I have my camera kind of set so like it's not mirrored, so it's a little bit hard to figure out where I am. But you can kind of see that, right?
Looks great. Yeah, no, really helpful. It's fun to put the outfit together. Yeah.
And you got to play too when you get into your closet. You got to be open to adventure for yourself, you know, like that's the fun of it. And we can give you tips, but you know, really it's you getting in there and trying on all your outfits and mixing and matching and seeing what you feel like you're most powerful in. So
amazing. Thank you so much. And we are going to go on. We have another question for Nikki. Nikki, people would love to see some of your new line.
All right.
I'm thinking gold because that looks amazing, but some of your hoops too, maybe, or show us.
Well, a lot of my new line is kind of the mixed metal. So these pieces, and I have more variety. This is just what I have at the moment. They're at the photographer. But so I kind of went a little bit smaller in scale. I normally do larger scale pieces. This helps. So it's just adding some oxidized silver with some gold. I'm kind of using 18 karat gold for detail work. It just pops a little better. So I have these kind of necklaces. And then I kind of wanted to do something without all the dots. So the chain, just kind of a fun hammered chain. You can layer it with different pieces. Oops, I have 2 chains on. So this is kind of like a more simple every day. And I can do that with a polished chain or an oxidized chain. And for hoops, these are mainly vermeil. I make all of them with oxidized silver and gold dots, which is really fun. They really pop. And then there are ones with diamonds right there. It's kind of hard to see in the light. With gold 18 karat details. So any of these can be made in silver with gold dots, oxidized or polished. I tend to find oxidized kind of pops more. Then these are kind of fun earrings. These are kind of some gold with little half moons at the bottom. And again, they're really lightweight. And these are kind of fun too. These are some of my new favorites. So these are also gold with a little bit of oxidized silver. I would say that's kind of the majority of what I have. Minus.
What about that amazing ring you have on?
This is just a fun experiment. So it's I kind of did it where it's gold on top, oxidized silver, and then I did a rose cut diamond. I don't know if you guys can see that with other small diamonds. And I also kind of did a dot pattern, but instead of making them 3-dimensional, I kind of carved the domes or the dots into the ring. And then have these fun ones.
Oh, wow.
Play around with different shapes. Those are little diamonds. I know it's kind of hard to see.
We can see that sparkle. Such a nice addition to the work and using your aesthetic and also scale has changed. You're right. It's
going smaller because I'm adding gold. Yeah. And then kind of some of the cuffs just to see it polished versus just oxidized. So it still pops. It's just, it's a little more subtle, but you can definitely still see it when you're wearing them. So yeah.
That is so cool. Thank you, Nikki. Oh yeah.
These are fun chains, simple. Sometimes I just want to make like the necklace, just like a real simple hammered piece that's kind of everyday and you can layer it. So yeah, thank you.
Looks great on you too. Everyone is loving that yellow gold chain that you're wearing. So kudos to you.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, it's fun. And I can do different lengths. I kind of shortened it. It was really long and I shortened it to kind of be more of every day, or I mean, I can just kind of do it depending on like what you like to wear as far as necklines and whatnot. But yeah, so hopefully you could see that.
Beautiful. Yeah, no, you showed it and you modeled it great, as beautifully as well. So thank you for showing it on for us.
Yeah, no problem.
I think we're getting up to the time. Please shout out if there are any other questions. Please shout out if there are any other questions that we missed. But we'll be back at 5:30 p.m. Eastern with this same group of artists, who I'm sure will have slightly different presentations. We always bring something new each time we present here. So I want to say thank you again, everybody, for sharing a beautiful Saturday with us, to the artists as well for sharing their work and inspiration. And thank you again. You'll be getting an email follow-up from all of us with all the websites, the discount code, and if you're a winner, you'll be getting your special coupon code. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.